What's up, everybody? Next week, we get Season 2 Reloaded of Black Ops 7 and Warzone. Earlier this week, Call of Duty dropped the info on the new mode, Black Ops Royale, which is the return of the original Call of Duty Battle Royale Blackout. I'll link that blog post down below, as well as my video talking about it. But today, they gave us the intel drop, the full details of the content that's coming to Black Ops 7 and Warzone. Since we really only talk about Warzone here when it comes to Call of Duty, I'm just going to talk about Warzone, but I'll link this blog post down below if you want to check out the stuff for Endgame and Zombies and Multiplayer. Also linked down below will be Twitch. I'll be live when the season drops next week, sometime on Thursday, checking out new stuff in the season or leveling up the new guns, whatever. So if you want to come hang out live, I also have my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok and single player channel all linked down below, as well as if you're into cars, I have an Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channel linked down below there as well. So if you want to support me here, there, or anywhere, I do appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and see what content is coming to Warzone. So we're going to scroll down because the side menu thing, you got to click a million times to actually get it to work. So we're just going to scroll past all this stuff. Though I do love that firing range is coming back. Anyways, was that in BO6? Yeah, that was in BO6. And then obviously, whatever. So more multiplayer, zombies. Gotta scroll forever because they just don't make the navigation on the left work ever. All right. So I scrolled past the beginning of Warzone at that point. All right. So Warzone, like I said, Black Ops Royale. It's the spiritual successor to Blackout. This new mode. That blog post and my YouTube video are linked down below on the deep dive of that. Other new gameplay features. So in the other modes that aren't Black Ops Royale, because there is some significant differences. If you're planning on playing that, I would definitely recommend reading the blog post, watching my video or someone else's video, getting information on that. But there's new perks coming. So alertness is going away. Instead, you are getting a movement-enhancing perk called Momentum. Momentum is built for close-quarters operators who survive while staying mobile. This perk improves acute combat motions in tight spaces while improving weapon handling to get the jump on foes and follow through accurately. Benefit from improved close-quarters weapon handling, reduce consecutive jump penalties, reduce fire delay when sliding, reduce hip fire, increase ADS movement speed, and faster crouch and prone speeds. Bomb Squad's being replaced by Berserker, which is another movement-enhancing perk. It rewards aggression with deafness. After eliminating an enemy player, gain a short burst of enhanced action speed, allowing you to chain engagements and reposition quickly before enemies can respawn. During this window, common combat actions include equipment use, weapon swaps, reloading, stance changes, and armor plating are significantly faster, giving you flexibility to react based on the situation. Berserker also grants increased flinch resistance, helping you stay on target under fire, and reduces visual obstructions when at low health, preserving clarity during critical moments. It's an ideal choice for players who push fights and capitalize momentum after elimination. So new perks we got last season, or beginning of the season, I think maybe. I didn't think any of them were meta. They didn't end up meta. We'll have to see what momentum is like, but these are both in perk slot 2. It sounds to me like Berserker is the better, more likely meta class because you can plate faster, you can do all sorts of things faster, and most people aren't as worried about the jump penalties, the slide fire delay, the hip fire spread, the ADS movement speed. And then it says faster crouch and prone speeds, but that's what stance changes are. So Berserker covers that, and I think people worry more about equipment use, whether that's smokes or stims or grenades, throwing axes, whatever. Weapon swaps, you run out of ammo, you want to swap weapons. Reloading, you run out of ammo, you just want to reload. Plating so you can stay in the fight. All of that is significantly faster. It seems like Berserker is just better than Momentum, although either one of those I could see becoming meta. And then finally, perks thought 3, Hunter replaces Tracker. Enhanced tracking, situational awareness, and enemy detection, with the perk combining the advantages of alertness and Tracker, helping your squad hunt down even the most evasive foes. Benefit from several combat enhancing improvements, including briefly outlining and seeing the footprints of enemies damaged by your bullets, seeing enemies within 30 meters of your position, or sensing, and sensing when you're being aimed at. The perk is designed for players who hunt, track, and anticipate enemy movement rather than react to it. Additional perk adjustments: Ghost, hidden from enemy UAVs and other intel gathering devices for a longer period of time. With this buff that ends with Ghost's grace period after 5 seconds instead of 1.5 seconds. Ghost could be meta. It could be quite annoying because now you only have to move every 5 seconds to stay off the radar. That's promoting too much stillness, and I'm not really a fan of that. The weekend LTM coming in the mid-season is Extreme Resurgence on Haven's Hollow. I like that they put a picture here from Rebirth, and then it's on Haven's Hollow, but it's 100 players instead of the normal like 50, around 50, but it's quads, 100 players. And then there's just events to unlock weapons and cosmetics and stuff. So then for general stuff that's coming to BO7 and Warzone, the new weapons. First we have the Voyak KT3 assault rifle, full auto assault rifle, high damage, excellent handling with slower fire rate and moderate to high recoil. So God, what was the Cold War AR? Oh my God, I can't remember. It had a number in its name. It was like 2 letters and a number, and it took over. And that was about the description: high damage, good handling, slow fire rate, moderate to high recoil. So it's an interesting. It's really almost not worth reading these because these are always geared towards multiplayer. But full auto, high damage, excellent handling, slower fire rate, and moderate to high recoil does apply to Warzone. The Prestige attachment is a laser that tightens spread during ADS transition, improves overall ADS speed, prevents spread from expanding when moving, firing, or jumping. And that's an event reward, the assault rifle. The other new weapon is the Swordfish A1 marksman rifle, which is an event reward. It's a 4-round burst marksman rifle, fast cyclic kick. I can't speak. Fire rate and minimal recoil, but slower mobility and handling. Just like the M8A1, unless there's some kind of conversion barrel that makes it automatic, I just don't see it being meta. But that's what I thought all the way back in the original Warzone when the AUG and the M16 ended up being meta. I didn't think they'd be meta. We've seen burst metas when I didn't think it would happen. So of course it's always possible, but it's almost always unlikely. And that Prestige attachment is the Penta Burst. Refitted burst mechanism adds 1 bullet, so it's 5, and some more ammo, but has more recoil. Okay, I still don't think that'll make it meta. And then new weapon attachments, event reward, Echo 12 Backlash Launcher Kit. It turns your shotgun into a grenade launcher. And the MXR 17 Anvil conversion provides a very fast starting fire rate with high recoil that tapers off the longer it's fired, packed with extra ammo, led with merciless firepower that morphs into an easy to control and hard hitting weapon. So the longer you shoot it, the recoil goes down. I don't think if the MXR 17 isn't buffed and doesn't become meta, I don't think that will make it become meta. So those are the new weapons, those are the new attachments, those are the new modes. As usual, the midseason is not loaded with Warzone content, but it's always good to get new weapons. I wish there was one extra LTM. There is the Iron something duos that starts tomorrow. So we have that, and it only goes until right before the season as a beta mode, and then it goes away. But other than that, we only have one LTM between now and the end of Season 2 because they want people to go play Black Ops Royale, and of course that's why they're doing that. Honestly, I'm surprised they're not shutting down regular Warzone in Verdansk for at least a couple days to push people into Battle Royale, Black Ops Royale, which is only quads, by the way, which is a shame that it's not at least quads and solos. But whatever. That is the content coming to Season 2 Reloaded for Warzone. Like I said, if you want to see stuff for multiplayer, endgame, and zombies, that's linked down below. The deep dive on Black Ops Royale and my video going over that is also linked down below if you want some more information on that, and I would definitely recommend getting some information on that if you plan to jump in. And Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube channels, all that linked down below once again. But thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you like Warzone or Apex informational or meta content, game reviews. You want to see that stuff first, and comment down below what you think of Black Ops Royale or the Resurgence LTM or the new weapons, the new attachments. Let me know what you think down below about, or the new perks, whatever you're thinking on Season 2 Reloaded. But I will see you on Verdansk, Haven's Hollow, and excitedly on Avalon. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.